Hello, I'm Benny Westside, and today I'm here with a crash course for Doctor Octopus. Last week we got the reveals for the Sinister and Superior 6 kits. We have some time until we start to unlock the Superior 6 new characters, but until then we have a lot of characters on our roster that we can start working on. And this is going to be a look at Doctor Octopus and see how we can build him best. Let's look at his passive. Actually, I'm going to look at the graphic because it's just going to make it easier to see it all together instead of just scrolling through it. Alright, his passive, Master Planner. On turn, if charged, gain plus 1 deflect and plus 2 speed up to a maximum of 5. And he's going to apply the same to all adjacent allies, and then he's going to lose 1 charge. On block, he's going to heal self and all Sinister 6 allies for 10% of his max health. In War, he's going to heal for 20 instead. In War or Crucible, when this character or a chargeable Sinister 6 ally drops below 20% max health, he's going to reflexively fill their speed bar by 100% and clear heal block. In War, he's going to gain 15% damage. Chargeable Sinister 6 allies are going to gain 15% damage. He's going to gain 20% block chance and give 20% to all Sinister 6 allies. 40% health also to the team. 10,000% resistance against offense down. And any ally also gains that 10,000% resistance. Now let's look at what the upgrade brings. Oh, they expanded. Oh, it looks like from the kit they gave us, this damage line was in War, but it seems they removed the War callout, which is even better. So he's gonna gain 15% damage and give 15% damage to chargeable Sinister 6 allies. That is Green Goblin Glider, Craven the Hunter, Shocker, not Shocker, Mysterio, Electro Swarm. I think that's it. Yes. So 15% damage, very nice. This is a very high value upgrade, especially considering it extends to Craven and Green Goblin, who are some of our bigger damage dealers. Now let's look at his special, which is going to be his first turn ability. Ooh. Sinister Recharge. Apply plus 2 charge, plus 3 charge up to a maximum of 10 to self and all chargeable Sinister 6 allies. Summon a missing Sinister 6 ally. If the missing ally is already summoned, fill that character's speed bar by 100%. Apply 3 regeneration for 2 turns to self and all allies. Flip 3 debuffs into positive effects on self and all Sinister 6 allies. I love that they added that flip. So let's look at this upgrade. It's gonna go from 2 charges to 3 charges, and then go from oh, so and it adds the flipping. So I think this is just incredible value, and it's a functionality change. So this is a definite upgrade. And one thing we forgot to look at on the passive, the passive also upgrades the passive of the summon. His first summon is going to be Shocker, so it's going to give 25% additional damage stat to the team when Shocker is summoned. So that was very high value. Instead of just the 15%, we got basically 40% damage upgrade. So yes, the passive is an essential one. Um, the special, he's gonna apply offense up for 2 turns. For Shocker, this is less crucial, but just looking at Doc Ock alone, it giving that 3 charges, it's already worth it. And then we can also look at Vulture, which would have been his second summon. His passive um, gives him 15% speed bar, very good value. And then his special is always going to apply slow. That's good value. Now let's look at his ultimate. Superior Villain. Attack all enemies for 350% damage, and flip 2 positive effects to negative effects. Prolong the duration of all debuffs by 1. This cannot be countered or dodged. This is great. Let's look at the upgrade. It's just a damage upgrade. This is decent, but he's not a damage dealer on the team necessarily. But let's look at what it does for Shocker, which will probably change our minds. So Shocker's ultimate does a conal AoE, and it rewinds by 20%, and he repeats it on on an adjacent target. And then the upgrade on Doc Ock's ultimate is also going to upgrade this ability into repeating that for another time. And I think this is going to be a very good value upgrade, especially because Shocker spawns with high speed bar and then he gives himself 80% speed bar already. So this ability is going to happen almost all the time, unless there's something that like immediately kills him. And then every time Doc Ock summons, he's gonna have the ability energy up. So this is gonna be a good upgrade. So I would say this is borderline essential. And then finally, let's look at his basic. This is a short ability text. Attack primary target for 260% damage and apply slow for 2 turns. It cannot be dodged. The upgrade just gives 60% damage. Let's look at what it does for Shocker. Again, for Shocker, it's just adding 60% piercing. For Vulture, I think it's also some damage upgrades. Yeah, 40% plus 10% per debuff. This one, I think we can spare. I don't think this is a necessary upgrade at all, especially considering Doc Ock's not necessarily a character we look at for damage. Looking at ISO classes, for the past year or so, I've been using him as a plug and play character because his team was basically non-existent. As a plug and play, I've thought his best use was Skirmisher to apply a vulnerable, and because of his outdated stats, that focus was good. I think he can work as a Skirmisher, possibly a Raider, but I think the clear choice for him is going to be Healer because he's with his team again. This passive heal, increasing that is going to be very good. I think Healer's the best choice for him, especially because also one of his abilities is a non-attack ability. It's going to work well for him. I think Healer is the one. And then upgrade wise, I think he's a very good candidate for Dark Dimension 6. Does he come before Green Goblin? I don't think so. I would recommend doing Green Goblin and then Octopus. I know he's expensive. He takes 5 sets of minis. But if you can do it, you're going to have both of them there. And then the Summon Shocker is going to have 2 Superior 6 allies for that ability energy generation and that rewind. So that's going to be great for you in Dark Dimension 6. If not, I would still say upgrade him as high as you can afford to. He's a great character. And one of the high value members of his team. Alright, thank you for taking the crash course with me on Doctor Octopus. In summary, his passive and his ultimate are borderline essential. His special I would consider essential. And then his basic upgrade is a skippable one. And his ISO class I'm going to recommend a Healer. Thank you for going over it with me. I'll see you in the next one.